TNT. Explosive. Father and son. Divine dialogue. Yeah.
Once again, we're back. It is Wednesday, May the 1st, 2024. How you feeling, Mr. Divine?
I'm feeling good.
Oh, yeah, you should be. You got a big show this weekend. How you feeling about that?
I'm feeling good about that. Feeling confident.
You should. You got the material, so you'll be good. Well, we're back again. We got a lot of sports going on right now. There's the NHL playoffs, the hockey playoffs. There's a lot of soccer games going on right now. There's baseball going on right now. Baseball's regular season is starting to really get into full swing. I want to talk about a fight that took place a couple weekends ago. The fight was a boxing match between Oakland's very own Devin Haney against a fighter that got beat down by Gervonta Davis. And I'm not going to even name him because he was doing too much antics. We all know who it was and who he fought. But I will do this, though, for him. I'm not going to even name him. But he put the brakes and he beat down Devin Haney. So I will give him at least a hand clap. Even if I'm not going to name him off, I'm going to give him a hand clap. Give him a hand clap. You said you were going to do it. You did it. Congratulations. Haney, you didn't look like you were ready. I don't know what you've been doing this whole time. You just didn't look like you were ready. That's all I want to say about that. And since you weren't ready, you deserve some crows. Give him some crows for that. Now, Mr. Divine, tell me about what's going on in the world of the NBA right now. Where are we at? We've been in the playoffs for what? About maybe 2 weeks now?
Yep.
What's going on? And who's still alive? Who done got knocked out? Where are we at? I know we have a game on right now, too. It's the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Is that the only game on right now?
That's the only game on right now.
Okay.
We got another game.
Tonight?
Yep.
Okay, so if that's the only game on right now, tell me what's the score right now between the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat right now? Do you have that?
I have it right now. It is 46-76. Boston is up.
So if Boston wins tonight, it's over, right? They move on to the next round. Is that correct?
That is stuff is buffing right now. Yes.
That's correct.
That's correct.
So if anybody knows the history between Miami and Boston, these two have been battling each other in the playoffs the last, 2-3 years?
It's been 3 times.
Yes. This is the third time right in a row? And then they do...
No. This is the second time. No, this is the third
time in a row.
Third time in a row. They've faced 4 times.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, 4 out of 5.
Right, but this is the third one in a row. So Boston won the first one.
Yep.
Miami took them out last year, and it looks like Boston's going to give it back to Miami and take them out this year.
Yep.
Kind of sucks, though, because the Miami wasn't at full strength with Jimmy Butler, but, that's what happens at this time of year. Everybody comes through with injuries. So just another injury, but the way it's looking, go ahead and just give Boston just give them a cheer. Looks like they're going to go on to the next round. So let's talk about what has also transpired this postseason and who's gone, who's still around. What's going on? Tell me about it. I want you to explain it to me and break it down for me.
Right now, who we have gone are the Lakers.
Oh, Lakers. So let's just stop on the Lakers just real quick. Can I get a boo for them real quick? That's a crow. I didn't want the crow. Yeah, the boo, you know what I'm going to give the boo to them for, Mr. Divine? I'm going to give it to them because they celebrated so hard in the middle of the year because they got an in-season tournament championship. What good is that now? What good is to have an in-season tournament title? What good is that?
Not really good. It's an end-season tournament. More than Michael Jordan.
I just don't understand what's going on right now. Like they celebrated like they was putting up a banner like they had really won the championship, and All they did was win an in-season championship that really doesn't mean anything at this point.
Yeah, you're right.
Does that do anything for LeBron's legacy that he got an in-season tournament?
More than Michael Jordan.
What you mean?
I'm just saying more in-season championships than Michael Jordan. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, he got more in-season tournaments than Michael Jordan does?
Yeah.
Because this was the first season of the in-season tournament?
Yeah. 1-0.
1-0, huh?
Yeah.
Because there was none before. There was no in-season tournament. This was the first year for that, right? So with LeBron losing again, what does that do for his legacy? Like he has in his illustrious long career, he has what, 4 rings?
4 rings, yes.
2 with the Heatles with them other boys. So, and that great coach too. And then he got 2 with Cleveland and LA.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland, another asterisk because the Warriors was up 3-1. Then LeBron wanted to cry about Draymond did this, Draymond did that. He got Draymond suspended, and it just shifted the whole entire series, right? Ain't that what happened?
Yeah.
What you think? Do you think if
I mean,
Draymond,
of course I'm going to say yes because I'm a Warriors fan. So
even if you weren't a Warriors fan, if Draymond would have never got suspended, what you think would have happened? You think LeBron and them would have won the title? LeBron and the Cavs would have won the title, or
I believe they would have closed it out in 5. Probably it would probably close it out in 5 or 6. One of them 2.
Who would have closed out?
Warriors.
Okay, well, of course, right? Because they were up 3-1.
Yep.
So that's one. That's another one. Asterisk. So far we got 2 titles with Miami, where you got them boys you playing with, D Wade and Bosh, plus that great coach of Eric Spoelstra. Then you got the scandalous trophy with the Warriors. The Warriors up 3-1. Then you get Draymond suspended, and everything just shifts. And then let's talk about the last one that he got, and that was with the Los Angeles Lakers, Anthony Davis and the boys. But wasn't that against a Heatles team that probably shouldn't have been there? And
They got there.
They got there. You're right. I don't think the East was that strong, but Miami got there. But wasn't this in the bubble though?
So what?
So it was in the bubble, right? That was a bubble championship they got?
Yeah.
And hold on. And wasn't that bubble championship a short season? Didn't the NBA start because that was during COVID, so they didn't know if they were going to play, and they got to this. They took out this long, drawn out process to get them to play, and then they finally played, and then Miami won. It was a shortened season, right?
That means everybody's healthy. That means everybody has time to recover from their injuries.
Was it a shortened season?
It was a shortened season for sure.
Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. So all this man's championships just have asterisks just going all the way.
Miami doesn't have asterisks.
Oh, it does.
No, it don't.
It does. Definitely does.
Great coach and good players around their team is
great players. Hall of Fame.
D Wade wasn't that great.
Of course he wasn't.
Wasn't that great player?
Of course he was.
Player that he was back in the day.
Oh, of course he was. He was still great at that point.
He was good.
Why you think LeBron wanted to be there? Because he knew
because he knew what he was.
Because he knew D Wade and him with that athleticism was going to dog up the league. He knew that. What a Bosh, big man with athleticism.
Wasn't the same Wade, and definitely wasn't the same Bosh.
It was both of them, plus a whole bunch of 3-point shooters, plus Eric Spoelstra. Come on, man. How much cheating can you get?
That's a cheat.
It definitely is a cheat.
And so Spurs team is a cheat. Because you got great players.
No, because
you got great players. You got a great coach.
No, you're trying to get at me because you know the Spurs are my boys. So you're trying to get at me right now, but I'm trying to tell you that's not the same. You know why it's not the same?
Why is it not the same?
Because the Spurs, guess what they did? They drafted Duncan. They drafted Tony Parker.
Okay, so how about the 2008 Celtics?
You
Is that
talking?
an asterisk?
You talking about with KG and?
You have great players, below average coach.
I don't really care about the KG and them. You brought my Spurs in. I'm just telling you about drafting.
I'm just telling you about teams, and you tell me that's an asterisk right there.
That is an asterisk. That is an asterisk. It's an asterisk because it's another asterisk because you sat up there and you let a Dallas Mavericks team that had never won anything, that was always considered to be real soft, beat you. You couldn't guard Jason Terry, LeBron. Yeah, we're on this LeBron kick right now because I can't believe that people ever want to try to put him in the same category as a Michael Jordan. Like he's up on that kind of threshold.
No, he is.
Never.
He is.
Never. They changed rules for LeBron because it's too hard for him. So they got to make it a little bit softer. They give him a crab dribble where he starts walking with the ball, but they just have to say, "Oh, it's a crab dribble," so that they don't have to call travel on him. It's just ridiculous. So I just want the younger generation to understand one thing:
Tim Duncan's the GOAT.
Tim Duncan is great.
No, and he's better than Michael Jordan.
Stop. Doesn't even make
Michael Jordan is fourth all time.
Okay, see?
He's fourth.
See, this is why youngsters have an issue today in this
I said
world.
Tim Duncan. Nobody's saying Tim Duncan is the greatest of all time. Tim Duncan is the greatest of all time.
Oh, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not. And I'm like I told you, Spurs all the way. But yeah, no.
Big time.
Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward of all time. Greatest player? No.
Yes.
No.
Big time.
No. He's up there though. But anyway, that's my rant. Give the Lakers a boo again, please. You went out again, but I will say this: you went out to the champs right now. The Denver Nuggets were the champs from last year. That's who beat you. They beat you last year too. They swept you last year. At least you got one game this year. You got one game. Give them a hand clap for one game. Finally, they had beaten you like 12 in a row, 11, 12 in a row. So you needed to get that, LeBron. Finally, you did something. All right, so let's talk about the rest of the league and what's going on right now, Mr. Divine. What else is going on? Who else got put out since we last talked?
The Phoenix Suns.
Oh, boo them.
Yeah, I'm definitely giving them boo.
The Phoenix Suns.
Let me go on a little rant.
Go ahead. You got that.
I'm sure you've heard this from many other YouTubers and stuff. I think I showed you a video, but we need to go into the general office.
Okay.
Why would they hire Frank Vogel? If you knew you were going to have KD, D-Book, Bradley Beal, that's a defensive-minded coach. None of those guys, besides KD, he plays all right defense compared to like his Golden State years.
Well, I just want to say this. I know you're finna go on. I'm going to let you keep going on around. I just want to say Frank Vogel ain't never been a good coach. He just won that ring because of LeBron and them. That had nothing to do with him. But anyway, keep going. KD, what were you saying? Keep going.
Besides all them, none of them are defensive at all. So you're putting them with that system. You need somebody like a Dan Tony or somebody who can actually match that system.
You're talking about that loves to play offense all day.
Yeah. And you're not giving them pieces besides KD. Who else? Bobo? You didn't play him. You played Nurkic, who kept getting ate alive by Gobert and Cat. Yeah, all that, So Bradley Beal talking about some, I ain't never got sweat before. Yeah, I hope that don't happen. Guess what? It happened.
It happened. Let me tell Frank Vogel what to do. Like you said, don't put out no use of Nurkic. Did he even try to play Bobo?
No. He only
try to play your horses. Your horses, man. This is what your horses. Nurkic was never going to be your horse. Never. You talking about against Rudy Gobert and Big Cat? That was never going to be your that was never going to work. So what else you got to say about that series?
I say about that series.
Yeah,
I gotta give a shout out to Minnesota.
Okay,
Gotta give him a cheer.
Oh yeah.
Let me give him a bigger cheer than that.
Give him a bigger cheer. Right. Good job, Minnesota.
There's
I don't know
people I want to give shout outs to.
Okay.
I want to give shout out to Rudy Gobert.
Ooh.
He did good job on defense.
Good job, Rudy.
I gotta give a shout out to Jay McDaniels. Anthony Edwards said on a podcast one day.
What did he say?
They got KD, but we got Jay McDaniels. And guess what? That worked.
That worked.
Shout out Jay McDaniels.
Good job, man. You was playing D out there.
Yeah. And then I also got give a shout out to Big Ant.
Big Ant, the Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Ooh.
Anthony Edwards.
Hey, I didn't realize he was that good. He's getting better and better and better and better and better every time I see him. He's in the gym. He's definitely in the gym.
That's a dog right there.
I see. I didn't know. I didn't realize. And then when I seen him doing what he was doing, I was like, wow, this guy is nice. We'll see in the next round if he can continue. I will say this, just like you just said, Phoenix wasn't playing no D.
Phoenix wasn't playing no D. And now we have I think this is our first second round matchup.
Oh, it's already set?
It's already set.
Okay, well, before we get to that, what else is going on? Who else has anybody else got put home or?
Pelicans.
Oh.
In a sweep.
Oh, who swept them?
The Thunder.
The Oklahoma City. Come on, you got to give a shout out and a hand clap for the OKC Thunder.
Shout out to P. Giddey, Josh Giddey.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to Chet Holmgren.
Ooh.
Shout out to Shea. Top 3 in MVP conversations.
Definitely, no doubt. He ain't gonna win it because that goes to Nikola, but he's definitely up there.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You got a great bench lineup. You got Lou Dort. You got all these pieces.
Right.
You ain't gonna win nothing, but it's just giving the sights out for the future.
Right. And I was gonna say, you're right. You ain't gonna win nothing, but your future is bright.
Very bright.
I'm talking about bright.
Yeah.
It's bright like the sun.
Like the sun.
You know what I'm saying?
Not like the Phoenix Suns.
What Rihanna say? Shine bright like a diamond. It's bright like a diamond for sure.
And that's all teams
that have made it.
That made it to the second round.
So later on tonight we still got the Clippers and the Mavericks, right?
Clippers and the Mavericks. That's it for today.
And that series is tied 2-2, so that could be a long series potentially.
Yep. And then for Thursday we got Knicks and 76ers. We have Bucks and Pacers.
The 76ers won yesterday, right? So
yep. Shout out to Maxey. Yeah, 46.
Ooh. He traveled on that 4-point play, but it's all good. He still had 46. And that just showed heart right there. Nick Nurse, good kudos to you for getting your team to play. Maxey is really becoming a superstar in this league. Like, for real. What you think about Maxey?
Yeah, I like me some Maxey.
Me too. He got heart. Mm-hmm. And so that series is what? 3-2?
Yep.
Okay. 3-2. Knicks up.
And
then you said who else is going tomorrow?
Bucks and Pacers.
What is that? 3-2?
Yep.
That's 3-2 also?
That's 3-2 also.
Oh, wow.
I'll say this. I got both of these games going to 6. Pacers winning.
Tomorrow?
Yep. And Knicks winning.
Both tomorrow. Winning tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put my 2 cents into that one. I think Milwaukee's going to win that. Milwaukee's taking that back, and I think that we're going to get some spectacularness out of Dame. Milwaukee's going to win that one. And then the Knicks. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ride with you on that one. I think the Knicks finish that off tomorrow. Good job, Maxey and Embiid for extending it, but yeah, it's over tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay. So, who's left? Was that the last 2 matches in ups in East? Those are the last 2 left?
No, we also got Magic and Cavs.
Oh, the Magic and Cavs. That's right. And that's 3-2, right?
Yep.
That's the Cavs are up.
Yep. I got Magic in 7.
Yeah, you told me that a long time ago. You told me that, and I still don't believe that because Donovan Mitchell will close that out next game. He's going to be Donovan Mitchell, man. Donovan Mitchell. I would say this about Donovan Mitchell. He's one of those superstars. He's like you know who they remind me of each other is him. And I know he's a little bit more stronger offensively than who I'm about to say, but you'll understand why I'm saying this. Him and Jimmy Butler. And I'm going to tell you why I say him and Jimmy Butler, because regular season, you may see a Donovan Mitchell. He might give you a 70. What was he give you not too long ago? What was it, a 70? How much did he just give us not too long ago? Was it 70?
Yeah, it was 71.
71 or something? He'll give you something like that. But he don't always show up in the regular season. Just like Jimmy. Jimmy don't always show up in the regular season. Now, he ain't giving you 70 nothing, but he sometimes show up and give you something. It's in the playoffs when we see those guys. Yeah. Donovan shows up in the playoffs. Jimmy Butler shows up in the playoffs. Those are playoff worthy superstars. So, man, give them two something solid. They deserve it. They deserve it. So, okay. So now you were saying, what else is left in the West?
What else is left in the West?
Yeah.
You also have Clippers and Mavericks.
That's Clippers and Mavericks. OKC won.
Yeah.
Denver won.
Yeah. And Timberwolves won.
Oh, so you're right. Okay, so it's just left the Clippers and the Mavericks.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the second round matchup that's already been set. That's going to be set. That's already set.
Timberwolves and Nuggets.
Ooh. The champs against the new Bucks, the boys, the young Bucks, I should say.
Yeah.
The boys that they pretty much was at the top of the West all season. Minnesota was at the top of the West all season for the most part. Them and OKC.
Yeah.
So I already heard some stuff from you already. What you think about that series?
I think that's going to be a great series. I think that's going to be the best series of the playoffs.
You think so?
Yeah. It's a rematch of last year. Timberwolves lost in 5.
So in saying that, you were telling me something about how you felt about this series. Tell me what you feel about that series.
I feel like Timberwolves have gotten better. I feel like they know Denver more. So with that, and Denver's tired too because they had to play Lakers in a very close series.
Physical too.
It's very physical. So I got Timberwolves in 6.
Ooh. Did you say you got the upset?
Yeah.
Give me that clock. Is it ticking down on Denver's title reign? The clock is ticking down on Denver's title reign to you?
The clock is ticking down.
Oh, yeah, I got Denver in that. I actually got Denver in the easy series in that. I think they're going to dominate that. So.
Okay.
So let's get into what we're going to get into next. That was the NBA. It's been fun. I like it. It's been good. Let's get into the WWE right now. We love talking about the WWE. Let's talk about the WWE. What's going on? Tell me about it.
We just concluded Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. And for Raw and SmackDown, we just concluded the WWE Draft.
Okay. When did the draft start?
Draft started last week, last SmackDown, which is Friday. Yeah, that happened. And on Monday night Raw, we had the next night of draft. Yeah.
Okay, so on Friday, this past Friday, that was the first night of the draft, right?
Yes.
On Monday, this Monday that we just passed, that was the second night and final night of the draft?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about it. So who was the number one overall pick of either one of the franchises? Who was the number one pick?
Bianca Belair.
Of course she should have been. Get that girl something. Girl, you should be the number one pick, girl. You deserve that. You put in work. You are one of the top faces in the league, in the whole league of WWE locker room. You are a top face. Sell products, your own commercials. You handle your business in the ring, girl. What you think about her being number one?
I thought it was a surprise, but that's a good pick.
It's a great pick. Okay, so tell me about the draft and how everything shook out, and has there been any big surprises or what? And also, tell us what's the rules like. What can't happen in this draft?
What can happen in this draft? Champs are protected, so they can't move on to other brands.
So any champ.
Any champ.
So the NXT World Champ, Trick Williams. Trick, give a shout out and a hand clap to Trick Williams. He can't leave NXT.
He can't leave.
Okay. Cody is stuck to SmackDown because he's the WWE champion.
Yeah.
And Damian Priest is the world champion, so he has to stay on Raw.
Yeah.
Okay. I do have something. I just thought about something. I thought they said that Damage Control went to Raw.
Yes.
Isn't Damage Control the world champ, the female tag team champions?
They're allowed to move on to whatever brand because they're going to be defending their titles, whatever brand.
So, the women's tag team titles can go on any brand?
Can go on any brand they want to.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, what? Okay. So tell me more about what then transpired and what transpired on SmackDown. Anything interesting on Raw? I'm gonna let you really get into it, and we'll go from there.
Anything interesting on SmackDown? I mean, my boy Braun Breaker got drafted to Raw. I think that's good. And you also have Carmelo Hayes on SmackDown. I think that's good. Separate the both of them
for
the time being.
Right.
Ilya Dragunov went to Raw. That's a great pick.
That's a lovely pick. I love me some Ilya.
Yeah. We also have Lyra Valkyria going to Raw. I think that's a good pick for the women's division.
Okay.
I think the Raw women's division is, kind of lacking right now. So I think Lyra is going to bring in enough good wrestling, good promo ability.
Okay.
And soon enough, she could probably be a women's champion soon.
She got moves like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
JBL's back.
What is it? The 20-gallon hat he be wearing?
Yeah.
Is it a 20-gallon hat?
20 gallon.
A 20 gallon. Has he done the Texas two-step?
Yeah. He did Texas two-step.
Okay. I saw that the Dudley Boys was on too.
Dudley Boys, JBL, Ron Simmons,
Teddy Long, Booker T.
He had the chin check. Drew McIntyre.
Drew. I saw that. Was that on Raw?
Yeah, that was on Raw.
What happened to Drew? What did Drew do? What happened?
Tried to check Book about CM Punk.
What he tried to tell him?
Drew or Book?
What did Drew try to tell Book?
Like, you gonna be on CM Punk's side?
Is that what he told him?
Yeah.
And what Book told him?
Told him, hey, I'm not on nobody's side. I'm on nobody's side. You lost the title in 5 minutes, man.
Which is true, right?
Which is very true.
So he tried to get Book. Book wasn't going for that.
Yep. An issue that me and you both had a problem with.
Okay.
During the WWE draft.
What's that?
It's the fact that majority of the picks, people stayed on their brands.
Right. There wasn't too many people that went to a different brand. It was just the same brand. They stayed on the same brand.
And the only people that really made a big difference is going to make a big difference in this WWE draft. That it's like, okay, yeah, that's a good move. That they didn't go on the same brand was probably DIY and Nia Jax going to SmackDown.
Right.
And obviously the NXT picks.
Right. Well, what me and you discussed was Right now, Awesome Truth is on such a high with the fans and everything. It wouldn't make sense for them to lose the belts to DIY. So DIY is going to go to SmackDown, and they'll take the belts from A-Town Down Under.
Yeah.
So that'll be taking place soon. What else? I saw that there was the return of Braun Strowman.
Yeah, the return of Braun Strowman. Came to help out Jey Uso
on Raw.
Yep, Patrick Mahomes was in the crowd.
Patty,
because it was in Kansas City.
Patty, he had his 3 Super Bowl rings too. I heard.
Yep.
Tell me about them rings. Them rings played a role in the show.
Yeah. Yeah, Logan was gonna use them rings on Jey Uso. But instead, he hit one of the Judgment Day members, JD McDonough.
Big Face.
Big Face.
He hit Big Face.
Yeah.
And so, did the rings do any damage to Big Face?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Red all on the face, everything.
Swollen.
Oh
man, how did Patrick Mahomes feel about
it? Patrick's like, "Where are my rings at? Give me my rings back."
Logan walked off with the rings.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say on SmackDown though, something took place on SmackDown. Carmelo Hayes got a title shot, didn't he?
Got a title shot against Cody Rhodes.
Because Carmelo he called out Cody, right?
Yeah.
He said he wanted to take that shot, right?
Right.
Because he said he was him, right?
Right.
What happened?
You know, it was a good match, quality match. You know, they did one spot towards the end of the match where Cody tried to go for the Cody cutter, and I think Melo tried to go for a springboard clothesline, and you know they missed. I thought that was a part of the match, but apparently it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was a botch.
It was a botch. On whose behalf? Both or?
I think it was on both behalf.
Oh, see, now that's the problem. What I told you about Cody. Cody's too damn old in this game to be botching stuff like that. And I told you about this guy. This guy is not that guy.
It's a miscommunication.
He is not that guy.
It's a miscommunication.
Roman needs to be with the belt, not this guy. This guy is not that guy. He wasn't the guy that was supposed to take the belt off, bro.
And you want Jey Uso to win the belt, right?
I mean, why not?
Jey Uso just had one of the worst matches in WrestleMania history.
That's what you say?
No. It's a consensus.
Who are we considering the consensus people? Who are these people? I don't know.
Fans of the wrestling world.
I don't know these people.
The fans of the wrestling world.
Yeah.
Consider it to be a trash match.
I want to know, what do they consider a good match, to see if I could determine if they got some quality in their mind. Do they know what they're talking about?
Okay.
Because some people don't know what they're talking about. They just talk and talk and talk and talk. I want some proof. I want some proof, sir.
You want some proof?
I want some proof, Mr. Divine.
So we're going to have to watch that match together.
Yeah, we're going to do it again. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. So, what else? Give me something else. What else? Was there any big matches on Monday Night Raw?
We had Sami Zayn versus Bronson Reed. That match didn't finish because Chad Gable came out. And that's continuing his heel storyline.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard CM Punk was there. He was in the building on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, he was there. He came to heckle Drew again.
Just keep on heckling him, huh?
Yep. He was up on the suite on top of the building. You know, Drew.
Who was on top of the building?
CM Punk.
Okay.
Drew came up to check on CM Punk.
And
then, you know, CM Punk came down while Drew was up.
So Drew went up to the suites, and then CM Punk went down to the what?
To the ring.
Down to the ring?
Yep.
And then he started heckling him?
Yep, and that's going to be our feud for the summer for right now.
Right. That's going to be a big feud. Yeah. Before they get CM Punk back into the title picture. Yep. Okay. And anything else? Anything else transpire? That's noteworthy.
Anything else that transpired?
Yeah. On Raw or SmackDown?
I guess Carlito turned heel on Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio.
How'd they find out that what happened to make him turn heel?
Legado del Fantasma has some video evidence of Carlito attacking Dragon Lee before WrestleMania. Before WrestleMania season, because Dragon Lee was supposed to team up with Rey Mysterio against Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, and Dominic Mysterio.
At WrestleMania?
At WrestleMania, yes.
But Carlito wanted to be involved in the match? Is that why he attacked him?
Yeah.
But he didn't even get in the match, though, did he?
He didn't get in the match because Andrade got in, who was also drafted to SmackDown. That's another big piece I like. Big move.
Oh, you talking about Charlotte's husband?
Charlotte's husband.
Okay. So Carlito's he's going back to the heel. Hopefully he brings the apple back.
Yeah, he's probably gonna bring the apple back because that's a heel thing.
Start spitting in everybody's face.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, if that's what took place on SmackDown and Raw, hey, we had NXT last night. Anything happened on NXT last night?
Yeah, we had Trick Williams came out.
Who came out with Tricky?
We had Lash Legend.
Oh, his woman, huh?
His real life woman.
Yeah. His baby doll.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened with them? They just was talking. What happened?
They was just talking, having fun in there, getting a little freaky in there.
Oh, wait a minute! Don't do that in front of the kids. Okay. Anything else? Pop off.
We had Albafemi versus Ivar.
How was that?
That was cool. Cool match. But in the end, Wes Lee came out. He returned after 5 months of a back injury, which we thought was going to be a year, but he recovered early. So
Wes Lee is back, huh?
Yep. Kudos to him.
Good job. Yep. Give him a hand clap.
Gotta give him a hand clap for that.
And you know what that means?
What's that mean?
That means he was working hard in that gym. So that's a good thing. Anything else that you could think of that took place, or
we had Jada Parker. We have Ariana Grace, and we had Sol Ruka come out for, I guess, a ladder match at NXT Battleground for the new Women's North American Championship. And we also had a surprise appearance from SmackDown's Michin. That's a good
Keith Lee's wife, huh?
Keith Lee's wife, and that's another good thing for Michin. She gets to go down to NXT, get back in the ring, and I like me some Michin. She's a very good wrestler, talented. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Good ladder match between 4 great talents.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're getting to the end here of the show. It's a great show.
Yeah.
We'll see what takes place on SmackDown. Looks like Solo and his new protege,
Tama
Tonga. Looks like they still over there doing the bloodline thing.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman confused.
Yeah.
Bianca and Jade doing their tag team thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens this Friday. Thanks for y'all for listening again. TNT, baby.
TNT. We out.
TNT. Explosive. Father and son. We out.